Honestly, I had no intentions of coming back to Dezerland on this trip, but while I was looking through the locked gates yesterday, it appeared as though there were a large number of machines here unique to this location. Some that I hadn't seen anywhere else on this trip, and others that I had never seen before ever. So, whatever, it's vacation. It's not like I had somewhere else to be this afternoon. I give the guy whatever today's mystery hourly rate is, and now let's see what's actually inside Orlando's Pinball Palace. The website has two names for this, calling it both the Pinball Palace and the Pinball Place, which is probably a typo, but whatever. Signs on different entrances here call it different things too. It makes sense that you don't know what to call it because that makes it harder to say bad things about it online. While I was getting my wristband, the guy told me to let him know if any of the machines had any issues. I quickly learned that this would have been a huge waste of my precious time here because I don't think there was a single machine that didn't have some very obvious issue of some kind. I'm by no means an expert about pinball tables, so it's not like I was noticing that something was slightly bent or the spinner didn't spin at the right speed or anything super specific like that. This was all common sense stuff that anyone would notice. Burned out bulbs, entire back glass compartments not lit, scoreboards damaged or just not working at all, flippers that barely worked. At least 3 machines that didn't even bother to kick out your first pinball when you press start. The tilt sensor just randomly going off despite barely touching the table. Many machines simply just powered off. Na Star Trek. Again, Mr. Deezer, or whoever, has a multi-million-dollar car collection in this establishment that he wants people to pay to look at. But he can't spring for some goddamn Christmas tree lights to plug into the machines here in the arcade. As a pinball enthusiast, this place is sad. And as a paying customer, it's kind of disgraceful. If I was putting quarters into these machines and they didn't work, that would be unacceptable, right? So why is paying an hourly rate for access to a bunch of substandard machines any different? If there's a showcase piece here, it's this Dolly Parton table that I had never seen in person before, so it was good to finally get to play that. Honestly, it should be on a pedestal somewhere, not just because Dolly is a saint, but because it's the holy grail of functional pinball in here. But yeah, the online discussions about this place were absolutely correct. The machines here are all kinda junky, and overall it's a very sad state of affairs. This place could be amazing with just a little bit of work and some cash. And dude's got cash. I mean, if you're not liquid or something, sell like 1 car and trick this place out with the money. Lights are not that expensive. This could be a destination worth seeking out to anyone in Orlando, but as it stands right now, I don't think I'd ever come back in here again unless I hear that changes have been made. And remember, they don't even open when the rest of the building does. At least I inspired them to put out a goddamn sign. I was able to make the time to come here this afternoon because my planned pinball location for the day didn't open up until 4 p.m. Located in the Oviedo Mall on Oviedo Mall Boulevard is this place, which is called District, but you'll find lots of people trying to call it District Eat and Play or Eat District Play because of the logo. District. It's called District. It's one of those places, restaurant, bar, big ticket games, etc. But in the very back corner, you'll find a nice big dark room filled with pinball machines. This is where I'm going to be the rest of the night. District is the kind of place where you get a card and you have to load it with points, which then convert into whatever the exchange rate is to count as money being put into a machine. You see that all the pinball machines here have this device where you have to slide your points card in order to get credits. And although it goes against my base desires, I was prepared to play this dollars to points to credits game, but serendipitously, I'm here on a Tuesday night, where unbeknownst to me, there's a $20 free play all-night special. I hadn't planned to be here long, but as I said, now I'm here the rest of the night. You can order food via an in-house app and they'll bring it to the table right here in the pinball arcade, which is pretty rad. The food though, at least what I had, was fairly mediocre. Luckily though, you are attached to a mall, and so there's a food court just outside with lots of variety. That's probably going to be your best bet. District has a Tron Legacy table, which, I'll be honest, I've never seen one of these in good condition, anywhere. That's not the case here. This was a delight to get to play in great working order. I was very impressed with the upkeep on this one. It's amazing how your opinion of a machine can change when you finally find one that's working as intended. And so I spent a lot of time on the game grid. I was also thrilled to find the first working AC/DC machine on the trip, and this one is a beauty.
I knew you'd be back.
I know I'm biased since it was a 31 Days of Horror theme for so many years, but Highway to Hell is really just a great song to blast while you're playing pinball, and hitting that bell is so satisfying. Your Tuesday free play card also works on the big dumb games that aren't just ticket dispensers, so I got to try out a couple of those too, and yeah, they're big dumb games. Overall, it was a good night here at District, and I would definitely come back on a Tuesday. In the next episode, it's the final day in Oviedo. Will there be some pinball? Tune in and find out.